You sit there scrolling through your phone at 11 p.m., chest tight, breath shallow, mind racing through tomorrow's presentation, last week's argument, next month's bills. Your partner asks if you're okay. You say yes, but you're lying. Because inside, you're drowning in a current of thoughts you can't control. Life feels like one emergency after another. Your phone buzzes. Your heart jumps. Someone needs something. Someone's upset. Something went wrong. And you believe that if you could just fix it all, manage it all, control it all, then maybe, finally, you could breathe. But here's the truth. Buddhism reveals that most people never discover. You don't need to fix your life to be calm. You need to train your inner world. Because the chaos you feel isn't coming from what's happening around you. It's coming from how your mind relates to what's happening. The Buddha said, "Nothing can harm you as much as your own thoughts unguarded." Most of your suffering exists in the space between what happens and how you respond. And that space, that precious gap, is where your power lives. Not in controlling the external world, but in mastering your internal response to it. Buddhism teaches something revolutionary. Inner stability isn't about making life perfect. It's about building a mind that stays steady regardless of what life throws at it. It's about discovering that peace isn't a destination you reach after everything finally goes right. Peace is a skill you develop, breath by breath, moment by moment, even when everything feels wrong. And once you understand this, your entire relationship with life transforms. You stop waiting for external conditions to grant you permission to feel calm. You start generating that calm from within. 1. Your mind creates your reality, not your circumstances. Think about how two people can experience the exact same situation and feel completely different emotions. One person loses their job and spirals into panic, convinced their life is over. Another person loses their job and sees it as an opportunity to finally pursue what they actually care about. Same event. Different inner worlds, different realities. Buddhism teaches that your experience of life doesn't come from what happens to you. It comes from the meaning your mind assigns to what happens. The Buddha taught, "All that we are is the result of what we have thought." Your thoughts create the filter through which you see reality. When your mind is trained, calm and centered, life becomes manageable even in difficulty. When your mind is untrained, chaotic, and reactive, even small problems feel catastrophic. Most people spend their entire lives trying to arrange their external circumstances perfectly. They believe happiness will arrive when they get the right job, the right relationship, the right amount of money, the right body, the right life. But Buddhism reveals the trap in this thinking. External conditions are always changing, always unstable, always beyond your complete control. No matter how hard you work to perfect your life, something will always shift, something will always go wrong, something will always refuse to obey your expectations. Yet when you look closely at suffering, you discover something profound. The pain you feel rarely comes from what's actually happening right now. It comes from your mental story about what's happening. Your mind takes a simple event and wraps it in layers of interpretation, judgment, fear, and projection. Someone doesn't reply to your message. That's the event. But your mind creates the suffering by adding, "They don't care about me. I'm being ignored. Something's wrong. They're upset with me. I must have said something wrong." The mind spins a complete narrative from a single piece of missing data. This is why two people in identical circumstances can have radically different emotional experiences. One person's mind creates stories of threat, loss, and inadequacy. The other person's mind stays present with what actually is, without adding layers of fear and assumption. The difference isn't in their circumstances. The difference is in their mental training. When you understand this, you stop trying to control every external detail and start focusing on what you actually can control, your inner response. You realize that peace doesn't require a perfect life. It requires a trained mind. And this training begins with awareness. Simply noticing when your mind is creating suffering through its own stories. Simply recognizing the difference between what's actually happening and what your thoughts are telling you is happening. There's an ancient Buddhist parable about a man shot with an arrow. The Buddha asks, if a man is struck by an arrow, does he suffer? The disciples answer yes. Then the Buddha asks, if he is struck by a second arrow, does he suffer even more? Again they say yes. The Buddha then explains, in life, we cannot always avoid the first arrow, pain, loss, difficulty. But the second arrow, the story we tell ourselves about the pain, the resistance, the fear, the why me, this we shoot into ourselves. And this second arrow causes far more suffering than the first. Most of your suffering is the second arrow. The first arrow is what happens. The second arrow is how your untrained mind reacts to what happens. And Buddhism teaches you how to stop shooting yourself with that second arrow. Not by denying pain or pretending difficulty doesn't exist, but by learning to meet life without adding layers of mental chaos on top of reality. Your circumstances will never be perfect. Life will always contain challenges, discomfort, uncertainty, and change. But your mind can become a place of stability that remains unshaken by external conditions. That's the power of inner training. That's the freedom Buddhism offers. 2. Equanimity. Standing in the middle of the storm, Buddhism teaches about a quality of mind called equanimity. In the Pali language, one word for this is upekkha, which means to look over. It's the ability to observe what's happening without being swept away by it, to witness life's ups and downs without losing your center. The second word is tatramaj hatata, which literally means to stand in the middle of all this. Equanimity isn't coldness. It isn't indifference. It isn't pretending you don't care. The Buddha described a mind filled with equanimity as abundant, exalted, immeasurable, without hostility and without ill will. Equanimity is warm, spacious, and deeply peaceful. It's the ability to remain centered in the middle of whatever's happening, like a mountain that stands steady while storms pass over it. Think about your life right now. How much of your energy goes toward fighting what is, resisting traffic, resisting someone's mood, resisting the weather, resisting your own emotions, resisting change? Your mind constantly battles reality, demanding that life be different than it currently is. This resistance creates an internal war that exhausts you before anything external even touches you. Equanimity teaches you to stop fighting, not by giving up or becoming passive, but by accepting that this moment is already here. Traffic is already slow. That person is already upset. The weather is already raining. Your emotion is already present. Fighting these realities doesn't change them. It only adds your own mental suffering on top of what already exists. Buddhism identifies what are called the 8 worldly winds, 4 pairs of opposites that constantly blow through human life. Praise and blame, success and failure, pleasure and pain, gain and loss. Most people's peace depends entirely on which wind is blowing. When praised, they feel good. When blamed, they collapse. When successful, they're elated. When they fail, they're devastated. Their inner world becomes a fragile thing, completely controlled by external conditions they can't manage. But equanimity means your sense of well-being becomes independent of these winds. You can receive praise without becoming arrogant. You can face blame without collapsing into shame. You can experience success without clinging to it desperately. You can meet failure without being destroyed by it. You remain steady, centered, balanced, regardless of which wind is currently blowing. This doesn't mean you don't feel emotions. You feel everything, but you don't become the emotion. You don't let temporary feelings define your entire reality. You learn to hold your emotions with space and awareness, observing them like weather patterns moving through the vast sky of your consciousness. There's a Buddhist story about a farmer and his horse. One day his horse runs away, and the neighbors come to offer condolences. "How terrible," they say. The farmer simply responds, "Maybe, we'll see." A few days later, the horse returns with 2 wild horses. The neighbors celebrate this good fortune. "How wonderful," they exclaim. The farmer again responds, "Maybe, we'll see." The next day, his son tries to tame one of the wild horses and breaks his leg. The neighbors lament, "How awful." The farmer says, "Maybe, we'll see." Then war breaks out, and all young men are drafted, except the farmer's son, who can't serve because of his broken leg. The neighbors rejoice, "How fortunate." And the farmer simply says, "Maybe, we'll see." This parable illustrates equanimity. The farmer doesn't get swept up in labeling every event as absolutely good or absolutely bad. He understands that life unfolds in ways the mind cannot predict. What seems like disaster today may reveal hidden gifts tomorrow. What feels like blessing now may carry unforeseen challenges later. So he stays centered in the middle, observing life's changes without being emotionally tossed around by them. This is the stability Buddhism offers. Not a life free from difficulty, but a mind that can hold difficulty without breaking. Not a path that removes all pain, but an inner strength that can carry pain without being crushed by it. When you develop equanimity, you discover a peace that doesn't depend on controlling your external world. It comes from being grounded in your internal world. 3. The gap between stimulus and response. Your hidden freedom. Your phone buzzes during dinner. Instantly your chest tightens. Before you even look at it, your mind has already started spinning. Is it work? Is someone angry? Did something go wrong? Your heart races. Your breath becomes shallow. You pick up the phone. It's just a notification about a sale at a store you don't even care about. But the damage is already done. Your nervous system is activated. Your peace is disturbed. And you didn't choose any of it. It just happened automatically. This is how most people live. Stimulus triggers automatic response. Something happens, and before conscious thought even arrives, your body and emotions have already reacted. Someone cuts you off in traffic, and rage appears instantly. Someone ignores your text, and anxiety floods your system immediately. Your boss criticizes your work, and shame consumes you before you can even think. You're not responding to life. You're being controlled by unconscious patterns that were programmed into you years ago. Buddhism teaches that between every stimulus and every response, there exists a gap, a space, a moment of possibility. And in that gap lives your freedom. When you train your mind through meditation and mindfulness, you expand that gap. You create space between what happens and how you react. And in that space, you gain the power to choose your response rather than being dragged into automatic reaction. The Buddha taught, "You will not be punished for your anger. You will be punished by your anger." Every time you react without awareness, you reinforce the pattern. You teach your nervous system that this is how to respond. But when you pause, when you breathe, when you observe the impulse to react without immediately obeying it, you begin to rewire those patterns. You train your mind to respond with wisdom instead of reflex. Think about how much of your suffering comes from reactions you didn't choose. Someone says something that triggers you, and before you can stop yourself, words fly out of your mouth that you later regret. A situation arises that frustrates you, and instantly you're flooded with anger that ruins the rest of your day. An unexpected change happens, and panic takes over your entire system. These aren't conscious choices, they're automatic responses running on outdated programming. But when you practice pausing, even for a single breath, everything shifts. That one breath creates space. In that space, you remember you have options. You don't have to react the way you always have. You can observe the emotion rising without becoming it. You can notice the urge to snap back without following that urge. You can feel fear without letting fear dictate your actions. This is what meditation trains, not the ability to stop thoughts or emotions from appearing, but the ability to create distance between you and your thoughts and emotions, to recognize that you are not the anger. You are the awareness that notices anger. You are not the anxiety. You are the space in which anxiety appears and eventually dissolves. When you understand this, reactions lose their power over you. Buddhism offers a simple practice you can use anywhere, anytime. It's called stop. When you notice yourself getting triggered, literally stop. Don't move, don't speak, don't react. Just stop. Then take a conscious breath, one full deep breath. Then observe what's happening in your body. Where do you feel tension? Is your jaw clenched? Is your chest tight? Is your stomach knotted? Just notice it without trying to change it. Then proceed with awareness. Choose your next action consciously instead of reacting unconsciously. This small practice, repeated consistently, transforms your life. You stop being a puppet controlled by external triggers. You become someone who can remain calm in situations that used to destroy your peace. You discover that emotional freedom doesn't mean never feeling difficult emotions. It means no longer being controlled by them. The gap between stimulus and response is where your power lives. And meditation is how you learn to access that gap, expand it, and use it to create a life guided by wisdom rather than reactivity. 4. Impermanence. The truth that sets you free. Right now, whatever you're feeling won't last. Whatever situation you're in will change. Whatever problem consumes your mind will eventually fade. Buddhism teaches the fundamental truth of impermanence. Nothing stays the same. Everything that arises will pass. Every emotion, every circumstance, every experience is temporary. Most people know this intellectually, but they don't live from this understanding. They cling to good moments as if they'll last forever, then suffer when those moments end. They resist difficult moments as if they'll never change, creating extra suffering on top of the difficulty itself. They treat temporary emotions like permanent truths, building entire identities around feelings that will be completely different tomorrow. But when you deeply understand impermanence, your relationship with life transforms. You stop clinging so tightly to pleasant experiences because you know they're already changing. You stop resisting painful experiences with such intensity because you know they won't last. You begin to hold everything more lightly, with less desperation and more trust in the natural flow of life. Think about a storm. When dark clouds gather and rain begins to fall, you don't believe the storm will last forever. You know it's temporary. You might wait it out, you might take shelter, but you don't panic thinking, this rain will never end. This is my permanent reality now. You understand it's weather. It came, and it will pass. Buddhism teaches you to see emotions the same way. Anxiety is weather. Sadness is weather. Anger is weather. Joy is weather. Every emotional state arises, peaks and fades like a wave in the ocean. When you understand this deeply, you stop taking your emotions so personally. You stop believing that because you feel anxious right now, you are an anxious person. You recognize that anxiety is simply passing through your awareness, like clouds passing through the sky. The Buddha said, "Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without." This teaching points directly to impermanence. If you base your peace on external conditions, on having the right job, the right relationship, the right amount of money, you'll never find lasting stability, because external conditions are always changing. But when you base your peace on understanding impermanence itself, you become unshakable. You know that everything changes, so you stop demanding that anything stay the same. There's a beautiful Buddhist practice of contemplating impermanence. You sit quietly and notice your breath. You observe how each breath is different. No two breaths are identical. Each inhale arrives and departs. Each exhale comes and goes. Your breath, the most intimate function of your body, is in constant change. Then you expand that awareness. Your thoughts are changing. Your emotions are changing. Your body is changing. The sounds around you are changing. Everything, absolutely everything, is in motion. This practice doesn't make you pessimistic or nihilistic. It makes you realistic. And in that realism, you find freedom. You stop trying to freeze life in place. You stop demanding permanence from a world built on change. You start flowing with life, instead of fighting against its nature. Impermanence also teaches you to appreciate what's here right now. When you deeply know that this moment won't last, you stop taking it for granted. The people you love won't be here forever. Your health won't remain the same. Your current circumstances, good or bad, are already shifting. This isn't depressing. It's liberating. It wakes you up to the preciousness of now. When you embrace impermanence, you stop postponing your peace. You stop telling yourself you'll be happy when conditions become perfect. You realize that conditions will never be perfect and never stay the same. So the only moment available for peace is this one. And this moment, just as it is with all its imperfections and changes, becomes enough. 5. Training your mind. Like training your body, you wouldn't go to the gym once and expect to be physically fit for life. You understand that physical strength requires consistent practice. You lift weights repeatedly, you run regularly, you stretch daily. And over time, your body becomes stronger, more flexible, more capable. Buddhism teaches that your mind works the exact same way. Mental strength, emotional resilience, and inner calm require consistent training. You can't meditate once and expect permanent peace. You can't practice mindfulness for a week and think you've mastered your mind. Inner stability is built through repetition, patience, and daily practice. The Buddha compared the untrained mind to a wild monkey, jumping from branch to branch, never still, never focused, always chasing the next distraction. This monkey mind controls most people's lives. Their attention scatters in every direction. Their thoughts spiral without discipline. Their emotions swing wildly based on whatever external trigger appears. They live in constant mental chaos because they've never trained their mind to be different. But meditation is the gym for your mind. Every time you sit down to meditate, you're building mental muscle. Every time you notice your mind wandering and gently bring it back to your breath, you're strengthening your ability to focus. Every time you observe a difficult emotion without reacting to it, you're developing emotional resilience. Every time you choose presence over distraction, you're training inner stability. This training doesn't require hours of practice. Buddhism teaches that consistency matters more than duration. 5 minutes of daily meditation, practiced every single day, will transform your mind more than an hour of meditation practiced once a month. The key is repetition. Your brain learns through patterns, When you repeatedly practice returning to the present moment, your brain begins to default to presence instead of distraction. When you repeatedly practice observing emotions without reacting, your nervous system learns to stay calm instead of panic. Modern neuroscience confirms what Buddhism taught thousands of years ago. Regular meditation literally changes your brain structure. It strengthens the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for emotional regulation and conscious decision-making. It reduces activity in the amygdala, the part of your brain that triggers stress and fear responses. It increases gray matter in areas associated with compassion, self-awareness, and introspection. But here's what most people miss. Mental training isn't just formal meditation. It's how you meet every moment of your day. When you're washing dishes, are you present with the sensation of water on your hands, or is your mind spinning through worries? When you're walking, are you aware of your feet touching the ground, or are you lost in thought? When someone speaks to you, are you fully listening, or are you already formulating your response? Every moment offers an opportunity to train your mind. Every time you bring your awareness back to the present, you're practicing. Every time you pause before reacting, you're training. Every time you choose to breathe consciously instead of spiraling into anxiety, you're building inner strength. The results of this training are profound. Situations that used to trigger intense reactions barely disturb you. Problems that once consumed your entire day get handled calmly and move on. Your baseline emotional state becomes more stable, less dependent on external conditions. You become someone who can handle difficulty without falling apart, experience joy without grasping desperately, and navigate life's changes with grace. But like physical training, mental training requires commitment. You'll have days when meditation feels impossible, days when your mind refuses to settle, days when you question whether any of this is working. That's normal. That's part of the process. The power isn't in perfect practice. The power is in showing up consistently, even imperfectly, and continuing to train your mind day after day. Buddhism teaches that the greatest gift you can give yourself is a trained mind. Not wealth, not success, not external achievement. A mind that stays calm in chaos. A mind that remains clear in confusion. A mind that generates peace from within, regardless of what's happening outside. This is what makes you truly free. 6. Compassion, the unexpected path to inner peace. You might think compassion is about being nice to others, and while that's part of it, Buddhism teaches something deeper and more transformative. Compassion is essential for your own inner peace, not as a moral obligation, but as a psychological necessity. Think about what happens when you hold resentment towards someone. Your chest feels tight, your jaw clenches, your mind replays the offense over and over, generating fresh waves of anger each time. The person you resent might not even know you're upset. They're living their life completely unaffected, while you're trapped in a prison of bitterness that you built and maintain yourself. The Buddha taught, holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. Resentment doesn't punish the person who wronged you. It punishes you. Every moment you spend in hatred, you're the one suffering. Every thought of revenge that occupies your mind, you're the one losing peace. Compassion offers a different path, not because the other person deserves it, but because you deserve to be free from the weight of hatred. When you practice compassion, you're not excusing harmful behavior. You're not becoming a doormat or denying your boundaries. You're choosing to release the emotional poison that's contaminating your inner world. Buddhism teaches a practice called metta, or loving kindness meditation. It begins with directing compassion toward yourself. This isn't selfish or narcissistic. It's foundational. If you can't hold yourself with kindness, you can't genuinely offer kindness to others. You start by silently repeating phrases like, "May I be safe, may I be healthy, may I be at ease, may I be happy." Then you extend that compassion to others, first to people you love, then to neutral people you neither like nor dislike, then most challenging to people who have hurt you or those you find difficult. This practice doesn't mean you have to become best friends with everyone. It means you're training your heart to respond with understanding instead of hatred, with compassion instead of contempt. Here's what most people don't realize. When you look deeply at people who cause harm, you discover their suffering. Hurt people hurt people. Someone who treats others with cruelty is carrying unhealed wounds. Someone who acts with arrogance is covering deep insecurity. Someone who manipulates others has never learned to meet their needs honestly. This doesn't excuse their behavior, but it helps you understand it. When you see this clearly, your hatred softens into something else. Not necessarily approval or friendship, but a kind of spacious awareness that recognizes this person is struggling, this person is confused, this person is acting from pain, and that recognition creates distance between you and the emotional hook their behavior used to create. There's a Buddhist parable about a man who was falsely accused of fathering a child. The entire village condemned him. When the child was born, they brought the baby to him and demanded he take responsibility. He simply said, "Is that so?" and raised the child with care. Years later, the truth emerged that someone else was the father. The villagers came to apologize and reclaim the child. He simply said, "Is that so?" and let the child go. This story illustrates profound equanimity born from compassion. The man didn't waste energy fighting the accusation, harboring resentment toward the villagers, or seeking revenge. He met each situation with spacious acceptance, neither grasping nor resisting. His peace didn't depend on being vindicated or having others understand him. His peace came from within. Compassion also transforms how you relate to yourself. Most people carry harsh inner critics that generate constant suffering. They berate themselves for mistakes. They attack themselves for imperfections. They speak to themselves with a cruelty they would never direct at someone they love. This internal violence creates a baseline of suffering that makes external challenges even harder to bear. But when you practice self-compassion, you learn to hold your failures, fears, and flaws with kindness instead of judgment. You recognize that being human means being imperfect. Making mistakes doesn't make you defective. Having struggles doesn't make you weak. Everyone experiences difficulty. Everyone falls short sometimes. When you understand this, you stop adding the extra layer of self-hatred on top of ordinary human experience. Compassion doesn't make you soft or passive. It makes you strong. It takes tremendous courage to respond to hatred with understanding, to meet cruelty with kindness, to forgive when you've been genuinely harmed. This strength comes from a deep inner stability that doesn't depend on others behaving perfectly. It comes from knowing that your peace is more valuable than your need to be right or to punish. When you cultivate compassion, your entire emotional landscape changes. Anger loses its grip. Bitterness dissolves. Fear softens. You stop seeing the world as full of enemies and start seeing it as full of struggling human beings, all trying to find happiness in their own confused ways. And in that shift, you discover a peace that no external circumstance can touch. 7. You already have what you're looking for. The deepest teaching in Buddhism is often the hardest to accept. You don't need to become someone different to experience inner peace. You don't need to fix all your flaws, perfect your circumstances, or achieve some distant spiritual state. The peace you're searching for already exists within you. It's been there all along. You've just forgotten how to access it. Think about deep sleep. Every night, when you fall into dreamless sleep, where are your problems? Where is your anxiety, your stress, your endless mental chatter? They disappear completely. In that state, you experience profound peace. Without trying, without meditation, without any practice at all, your natural state, underneath all the mental noise, is already peaceful. Buddhism teaches that suffering comes from covering this natural peace with layers of mental activity, thoughts, worries, judgments, stories, fears, desires. All of this creates static that blocks your awareness of the peace that's always present. You don't need to create peace. You need to remove the obstacles that prevent you from experiencing it. The Buddha said, "Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without." This isn't poetic language. It's a precise instruction. Stop looking for peace in external achievements, perfect relationships, ideal circumstances, or future moments when everything finally aligns perfectly. Those external conditions will never create lasting peace because they're always changing, always uncertain, always beyond your complete control. Your inner world is the only domain where you have real authority, and your inner world already contains everything you need. The capacity for calm exists in you right now. The ability to remain centered lives in you right now. The space of awareness that can hold any experience without being destroyed by it is already present right now. This doesn't mean your problems aren't real, or that difficulty doesn't exist. It means that underneath the surface turbulence of your life, there's a deeper current of stillness that remains unchanged. Like the ocean floor staying calm while waves crash on the surface. Like the sky remaining vast and spacious while storms pass through it. That deeper stability is your true nature, and meditation is simply the practice of remembering it. When you sit in meditation, you're not trying to create peace. You're learning to recognize the peace that's already there. Every time you notice a thought and return to your breath, you're discovering the awareness that exists before thoughts. Every time you observe an emotion without being consumed by it, you're touching the spaciousness that can hold any emotion. Every time you rest in the present moment, you're accessing the dimension of experience where peace naturally lives. This is why Buddhism emphasizes direct experience over belief. You can't think your way to inner peace. You can't read your way there. You can't understand it intellectually and have it transform your life. You have to taste it directly through practice. You have to experience for yourself the moment when your mind settles, your thoughts quiet, and you touch something deeper than your usual mental chatter. That moment might only last a few seconds at first. Your mind might immediately start commenting on it, analyzing it, trying to recreate it. But even that brief glimpse shows you something crucial. Peace isn't something you need to import from outside. It's already here, waiting for you to stop obscuring it with mental noise. And here's the beautiful paradox. The moment you stop trying so hard to be calm, you discover you already are calm underneath the trying. The moment you stop forcing peace to appear, you realize it was never absent. The moment you release the desperate grip on control, you find the stability you were seeking. This understanding transforms your entire approach to life. You stop believing you need perfect external conditions to feel okay. You stop postponing your peace until some future moment when everything finally works out. You begin recognizing that right now, in this breath, in this moment, peace is available. Not because your problems disappeared, but because you've learned to access the dimension of your being that problems can't touch. Buddhism teaches that this recognition is your birthright. Not a special achievement reserved for monks or spiritual masters. Not a prize you earn after years of perfect practice. It's the natural state you've always had access to, just covered by layers of conditioning, stress, and mental habits. And every moment of practice removes another layer, brings you closer to what you've always been. You don't need to fix your life to be calm. You need to remember that you already are calm, underneath everything else, and that remembering changes everything. Conclusion. Building the unshakable foundation. Your life will never stop presenting challenges. People will continue to disappoint you. Circumstances will keep changing in ways you didn't plan. Your body will experience discomfort. Your plans will sometimes fail. Uncertainty will never completely disappear. This is the nature of being human in a constantly changing world. But here's what changes when you train your mind through Buddhist practice. These challenges stop controlling you. Disappointment happens, but it doesn't destroy you. Change occurs, but it doesn't destabilize you. Discomfort arises, but it doesn't consume you. Failure appears, but it doesn't define you. Uncertainty remains, but it doesn't paralyze you. You become like a mountain. Weather patterns move across your surface, sun, rain, wind, snow, but the mountain itself remains steady. Seasons change around you, but your foundation stays solid. This doesn't mean you don't feel. You feel everything, but you're no longer knocked over by every feeling that passes through. The practices Buddhism offers aren't complicated. Return to your breath. Notice when your mind wanders. Observe your emotions without being consumed by them. Recognize thoughts as mental events, not absolute truths. Understand that everything changes. Cultivate compassion for yourself and others. Rest in the present moment. These aren't mystical secrets. They're practical skills that anyone can develop. But skill requires practice. Consistent, patient, humble practice. 5 minutes a day of sitting quietly and following your breath will transform your mind more than reading 1,000 books about meditation. One conscious pause before reacting will rewire your nervous system more than understanding every theory about emotional regulation. Actually practicing presence in ordinary moments, washing dishes, walking to your car, listening to someone speak, builds more stability than any intellectual knowledge. Your mind is like soil. For years, perhaps decades, seeds of reactivity, fear, and stress have been planted and watered. Those patterns grew strong roots. You can't simply decide one day to think differently and expect those roots to disappear. But when you consistently plant new seeds, seeds of awareness, calm, compassion, and water them daily through practice, eventually they grow strong enough to crowd out the old patterns. It takes time, it takes patience, but it works. The Buddha spent years training his mind before achieving the clarity and peace he taught others to cultivate. Not because he was slow, or because the path is difficult, but because real transformation happens gradually, layer by layer, moment by moment. Every breath you take consciously is progress. Every emotion you observe without reacting is growth. Every time you return to the present moment is strengthening your foundation. And here's what you discover as you practice. Peace stops being something you chase and becomes something you recognize was always available. Calm stops being a rare state you occasionally achieve and becomes your natural baseline. Stability stops depending on external conditions and starts radiating from your trained mind. You begin moving through life differently. Traffic doesn't trigger rage anymore because you've trained your mind to notice the impulse and let it pass. Someone's criticism doesn't devastate you because you understand it's their perception, not your truth. Uncertainty doesn't create panic because you've learned to be comfortable not knowing. Difficult emotions don't control you because you've practiced holding them with spacious awareness. Other people start to notice something different about you. You're calmer in situations that used to make you anxious. You're more present when others speak. You're less reactive when things go wrong. You carry a stability that doesn't depend on everything being perfect. And that presence, that groundedness, that peace becomes a gift, not just to you but to everyone around you. This is what Buddhism offers, not a perfect life free from difficulty, but an unshakable mind that can meet any difficulty with grace. Not a path that removes all pain, but a practice that prevents pain from becoming suffering. Not a promise that external circumstances will align perfectly, but a way of building inner stability that doesn't depend on external circumstances at all. You don't need to fix your life to be calm. You need to train your mind to remain steady, regardless of what life brings. And that training, practiced consistently with patience and compassion, creates a foundation that nothing can shake. A peace that external chaos cannot disturb. A freedom that no external condition can take away. The work is simple, but not easy. The path is clear, but requires commitment. The results are profound, but unfold gradually. But every step you take toward inner stability is a step toward genuine freedom. Every moment you practice presence is a moment you reclaim your power. Every breath you take consciously is an act of training that builds the unshakable foundation of lasting peace. So begin now. Not tomorrow. Not when life becomes easier. Not when you feel ready. Right now in this moment, take one conscious breath. Feel the air entering your body. Notice the pause between inhale and exhale. Feel the release as breath leaves. That single breath is the entire practice in miniature. That single breath is your return to the peace that's always been waiting for you. And if you found even a moment of clarity in these words, share this with someone who's drowning in mental chaos, searching for peace in all the wrong places. Your stability can inspire theirs. Your practice can remind them that peace isn't something life eventually grants you. It's something you build, breath by breath, moment by moment, from the inside out. The Buddha's final words were, "Strive on with diligence, not with desperation, not with force, but with consistent, patient dedication to training your mind." That striving is your path to freedom. That practice is your way home to the peace you've always carried within.